Welcome back to Daybreak Extra here on Trust TV, and it's that time of the program where you can call in and join us and have a say on the situations and happenings in our beautiful country, Nigeria. Yes, it's the phone-in segment, and today, as I said before the break, we're looking at is massive recruitment a solution to insecurity in Nigeria. Now, in case you don't know what we're talking about, let me give you a brief introduction. The federal government has approved the recruitment of over 94,000 new officers into the police and armed forces to strengthen security and reclaim ungoverned areas and rising banditry, terrorism and kidnapping. But many analysts argue that manpower alone may not solve the problem. They question whether the numbers are sufficient, how well the recruits will be trained, and whether deeper reforms and better technology are needed. So we ask, will 94,000 new security personnel make a real difference, or does Nigeria need a broader security strategy? Call us on the numbers on your screen or send a WhatsApp message. We want to hear your thoughts as usual. So we're asking them,
These are the issues.
I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
Do you think the 94,000 recruitment, well, 200 million people, 94,000, I don't think it's going to make a dent in the situation. But do you actually think the massive recruitment will solve the problem?
I feel like the portal is going to crash at this point. In as much as it's a very good thing, but there are other, I feel like there are things to be taken care of before this. But then again, we have our first caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Maryam Chiamaka.
Good morning. What's your name and your location, please?
My name is usual Usman Santraki, calling from Jamaica, Yola, Adamawa.
Thank you for calling, Santraki. Go ahead. What's your take on this topic?
The topic of the day is massive recruitment solution to insecurity. Yes, the massive recruitment is the solution to the insecurity with developing the country, Nigeria. And I have to salute the president for taking that. Even going by the United Nations ratio, policy in Nigeria is inadequate. That men that for police army almost getting to 80,000 is even inadequate. Supposedly, the president should make a directive that for police alone, let the police recruit 100 or 200,000 policemen, and all this should be deployed to not occurrence of this point. Honestly speaking, let me tell you the real truth today. It's only in Nigeria that you find somebody just because you are a minister, somebody who have a retinue of security aids, flowing up and down, find JSS, find the police, find the army. With this newspaper review, I saw a caption with this report that JSS are lobbying. That is the extent to show you that most of these people don't join the police, the army or the police or JSS. They are not joining it for the sake of providing security. Let us get it clear. They are just trying to get this one to be deployed to a VIP. I'll give you an instance. I have one policeman. I know the former deputy inspector of police. He's a friend to me. He came to my house and told me that he needs me to talk to the VIP so that he reported to a certain VIP here in Adamawa. And actually, I know the Port Harcourt. When I confronted my friend there, he said, you know what? People are lobbying important to why that guy want to give. And I told him, frankly, I told him that, no, you know what that guy was telling me? He sent me to a VIP so that he became his audience. He's not even looking at the joint police, not looking to provide security. He's just trying to join the police so that he will develop a certain personality and he'll be his audience. And that is the normal thing. So I think I recommend President Bola Tinubu for this directive. And I'm calling Mr. President that let it not give a listening ear for these directors or House of Representatives. They have said that their security is at risk. Let them go to the private sector. They have private security.
All right,
you see a regular police there. What are they doing?
Okay.
Santraki, before you go, in as much as the mass recruitment is actually a welcome development, But most people, some people actually are saying the government should try to improve the salaries, especially to the police force, and provide more arms, strengthen the police force before trying to bring in more people. What can you say about that?
Yeah, so honestly, it's true. It's true. Let the government increase the police salary, not even police, the security personnel of this country. Their remuneration needs to be improved. And certainly, this recruitment, that is what we are lacking.
Okay.
I was imagining when I visited to Saudi Arabia, there are not so much crime in Saudi Arabia, but I saw police patrol. They are not patrolling.
Okay.
They are patrolling with plasticals. But imagine in Nigeria, you find somebody, a policeman, and he says on patrol. Thank That is lack of recruitment. If seriously the government or the people in authority are need to provide security, or need to provide security in the board, they should provide the necessary tools for the president to carry out their duty. Okay. But I'm highly appreciative of what the president has done. He has not done anything to Nigeria since the last 3 years. This is the only thing that he has done. And if he goes by it, Nigeria will be safe. Let Mr. President give listening ears to everybody. All this journey, what should be withdrawn from them. Let them go and find their own partners elsewhere, not those funded by government. Okay. Thank you very much for listening.
Okay, thank you so much. So he has very, very, very salient points.
He has said a lot of things, actually.
Yes, he has. But, there's something that, strikes me and which is important. One of the questions asked in our introduction was, analysts are saying, how will they be trained? But for me, beyond the training is, we currently have a crop of, and apologies to the Nigerian police service, apologies, but the supposed allegedly bad eggs who will probably taint the
there will be
eggs.
Exactly. So there will be risk of corruption and infiltration. I understand what you're trying to say, but then again, we have another caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Maryam Idris. Good morning, Chiamaka Nwanfor.
Good morning.
You have left your department for this purpose this morning. I love what I'm seeing this morning. That Chiamaka will be saying something. Maryam will pull down, and I'm hearing what they are saying. Unlike this one will be talking, this one will be talking. Kudos to what I'm seeing this morning. I really appreciate the two of you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes. To the management, to the entire management of Trust TV, please, I want to see the two of you hanging on this program. I really appreciate what I'm seeing. I am happy. Yes, going straight to the point, today's topic. It's massive recruitment, the solution to security. I will say yes, and I will say no. And I'll relate to the first caller. I want to really appreciate him because he has spoken part of what's in my mind. So straight to the point. In a situation where the citizens think unheard, there will be problems. Too many civil unrest will be seen, and there will be no stability. But on this basis, I want to sincerely appreciate the president. I want to appreciate the president. The president has this country in his heart. If all the subsequent presidents that we have had are taking security issues serious as this President tinubu is doing, then there will be nothing like a Boko Haram again. Now, I also want to ask, based on what Chiamaka was asking you, she said, what is the PDP and the ADC ideology? What are the ideology? The ideology, they have nothing. Like the ADC is the Alliance Democratic for Coup Plotters. All those people that have been plotting coups, they are there. So what do they have? What do they have to offer? Nothing. So, and Chiamaka also did say another thing. She talked about SSS or now DSS. They have left their statutory functions, left their roles, guiding pastors, guiding politicians. Is that their duty? They have woefully failed. I normally hear people are saying they are doing their functions. They are not doing their functions. I'm telling you the truth. They are not performing their functions. They can even scrap that office because they are not performing their functions. Look, I am telling you the truth. There are three people that if the government can allow me to tutor them, this country will change. Because I've been in security, and I've seen how coup plotters have been operating. I've seen at 65, I retired 2019. When I'm talking, I know what I'm saying. No, I'm not just saying uptown stories. So the recruitment. Hello.
Please.
Go ahead. We can hear you.
The recruitment of 94 is welcome. It's welcome. Why do I say it's welcome? Because one, if we go through what the Bible tells us, and also is in the Quran, Proverbs 26 verse 13, an idle man is a devil workshop. So let these people be given employment. Let them have something doing. And then once they have something doing, our intelligence needs to be upgraded. If our intelligence, the microcosm and the micro, are upgraded, I'm telling you the truth, we will not be having problems. We will not be having problems, sincerely speaking. Then, I want to appreciate Dangote for bringing the cost price of fuel. A lot of people want to travel. And if that is not done, you see miscreants, people who hijack the road, people who cause problems. Thieves will start stealing. So we need to see changes. And as I'm seeing the president doing, those who are not performing in the police sector, like the IG, he should go. Even though they brought in the chief of army staff and he's not doing, he should go. Look for another one. That is how you look at what Israel did. They changed their chief of army staff how many times? Look at Iran and this country, what do they call them? He changed the chief of army staff and the security network. He removed them. So if you want transparency, you have to do checks and balancing. Call them to give you an update of what you want. The security gathering and intelligence, they should update you. And then if you are not finding it credible, you send them packing. Send them packing. I want to appreciate Dr. Is it Yahuza? I don't know what his name is. Ahmed Gesso. He's of the security intelligence and investigation expert. And Babajide of Journalist Hangout, TVC.
Well,
we lost the caller, unfortunately, but he has already said his profound take already before. Yes, exactly.
Quite a lot to say.
So you were talking about the concerns of the whole thing, and yes. One thing is risk of corruption and infiltration. So you were talking about that before.
Yeah, so that's it for me. So what are we going to do? How are we going to see that the current supposed or allegedly, or even as people say, rot in the current Nigerian, and I'm using the word police service and not police force because it's a service, police service. What are they doing to see that this is
to make sure
clean?
That doesn't happen?
He said, the first caller said something very important. I watch a lot of movies, and I want to believe that's how the case is in most of these countries. Patrol people are not trekking. They're driving vehicles, or they're on horses in some parts of at least America where horses are a thing.
Everything is different in Nigeria.
Or they're on motorcycles. The patrol person is in motion. He's moving. You can't be patrolling, tracking. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to get angry. So away from 94,000 recruitment, whether it's in the military, whether it's in the police or whatever it is.
I'm sorry for this, but the police need a whole overhaul. You know, just at night, the police are supposed to check. Security agencies are supposed to check you, are collecting something from you, especially So, we need a whole overhaul before bringing in more people, because if we...
you'll come in and
exactly, it's going to be, yes. Oh, we have another caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Maryam. Good morning, Chiamaka.
Good morning, Shatima. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Abuja. Shatima calling from Maiduguri.
Good morning, Shatima. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Honestly speaking, massive recruitment can bring a little solution over the problem that we are in. But a little, we have to tell ourselves the truth. If I told the hardship of the citizens that they are facing it is not bring something kind of relief. Whatever you do, this security cannot come down. Honestly speaking, a hungry man is an angry man. Our youth, they don't have work to do. Their mind become a devil workshop because they have not been engaged. A father cannot buy enough food in his house. Why? Because the income is too meager. The economy is dull. Honestly speaking, inflation is high. We are all talking over the paper and saying inflation has come down or come down. We agree. They say a price of goods have come down. We also agree. But where is the purchasing power? That's the one thing we want to ask ourselves. Today is a shame. In this country, Nigeria, a federal director in the federal payroll cannot point his thumb for a month with his salary because the salary is too meager. Something needs to be done. Check the economic sector first. It's good to recruit, massive recruitment. It's good. You provide job. And the security, at least, they have everywhere because of the population. It is good. But also, the salary issue have to be looked into.
Yes, very, very
have to be looked into. You see, honestly speaking, whatever you do, if you lead people in this hardship, people have to be looking for a way how to improve themselves. That is where the crime comes. So you see, now, you will be surprised. We are seeing it here in Maiduguri. A repentant Boko Haram have become a multi-millionaire. Because he takes a gun, he engages in crime. So what are you telling the young ones? Crime pays. So they will jump in. Try and improve the legal business. Try and improve the standard of living of the citizens. This will change the narratives. This will change things, at least, honestly speaking.
Okay.
We have to do something. Education becomes very expensive today. You know, and a little society is a burden. It's a burden to the nation. We have to improve the standard of our education. We have to improve this health sector. Someone now is looking for a money to cure what is disturbing him inside him. So in the way of looking that medical money, he can do anything. In those days, when Nigeria was an attractive country, it had become a mirror of attraction for preaching people. Indians, there are so many, you know, here in our country, selling their labors to get something. The country security is intact as then. Then why now the security is lost? Because people were in object poverty. People were suffering. So try and improve the standard of living of the people. And whatever recruitment you do, if you do not buy tools for them, modern tools, technology has to come in. Improve their living standard, working conditions. So I'm telling you, things will change. But we are praying for Almighty Allah to intervene in the security of Nigeria so that we will see improvement. Thank you so much and have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you very
so
much, Shatima. Just like massive recruitment, Chiamaka, if you ask me, is very necessary. But like you said, there are lots of concerns and it should be quality over quantity.
Actually,
without
very
thorough
important,
vetting, like you said, and training, recruitment can bring unvetted or even compromised individuals. And we have corruption. You cannot, you know, it's sadly everything in Nigeria, when it comes to mass recruitment, there must be that, you know.
But there's something he said, which I was going to even bring up, the issue of salary. It's in a country, it's not wise that the federal government is the largest employer of labor. It's not. The role of the federal government is to make an enabling environment so that businesses can thrive.
Yeah.
So if the only, now I get that this is a way to solve a security problem, but it's equally a way to solve an economic issue as well. But as he said, how well do you intend to pay
But there's
these
a
people?
recommended action, actually, conduct internet cleansing. Like I said that, like there should be a way to improve training. When I mean training, I mean mental, psychological.
Training.
Because even the ones we have now, you know, lots of them, you can see what is happening.
Okay.
Just recently, there was a video of a police officer saying he doesn't even care about the mass abductions. So you can imagine that. There was a video, actually.
Okay, so on that note, we'll have another caller.
Yeah, we have another caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
My name is Lawal Aliyu from Sokoto.
Thank you, Lau. Thank you for joining us on Daybreak this morning. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. You see, we must tell ourselves the truth.
Okay, so Mr. Ali, could you turn down the volume of your TV set? We can.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir.
We must tell ourselves the truth that we are not only looking for massive recruitment, but political will to address this insecurity in Nigeria. Are the government ready? Are the security agencies ready to tackle this insecurity? Because even if we have this massive recruitment from in our nation, what about the government? Are they ready? That is one question that we need to ask. Because whatever we do, even if we are taking the whole Nigerians youth into the system and the government is not ready, the security agencies are not ready to tackle this situation, then we're not adding anything to the system. So what we need to do is to ensure that at all angles in this nation, every security apparatus is ready to contribute to the lasting solution on this issue of insecurity. You can see what is happening. Just the recent intervention by Nigerian army in foiling a coup is one of the things that we should think of. Why don't we just apply the same system in tackling insecurity in Nigeria? But we just be, talking about, okay, we need to recruitment. Yeah, recruitment is very good, but what are we doing to ensure that we have the political will as a government, as the security agencies? I watched the former Chief of Army Staff interview on Al Jazeera. He said anytime they wanted to do something good, some bad eggs among, them come out to destabilize the efforts. So you can see that there are so many among us as people, as Nigerian citizens, will also contribute to this problem. We are informers. Some of us in the security agencies help pass information to these bad eggs, and every walks of life, if you can see, the community is involved. You hear the story where some leaders in our community are involved in this issue of insecurity. So what we should do is to make sure that all of us in this country has contributed to this issue, to making sure that this issue has come to an end. Not the massive recruitment of the massive recruitment of security agencies. No, but we should have that political will to ensure that okay, the government has provided adequate equipment for these people to make sure that they track this terrorists and make sure that they brought them to deal with them. So these are the issues. We have a concern in this country that we need to make sure that the country is safe for all. Now you cannot travel from Sokoto to Zamfara. You cannot travel from Sokoto to Niger peacefully. You cannot travel from Sokoto to Katsina. You cannot even travel from Sokoto to Abuja without having fear of being attacked or being killed. These are the issues that we need to handle. The government needs to be very, very proactive in handling this issue. This issue started just like a play, child's play.
Okay.
From 2015 till date, this issue has been escalating.
All right. All right, thank you very much,
Mr. Lee.
Ali. We have a couple of messages. Actually, we're going to read some. Let me start with the sender Adamu Muhammad Usman, writing from Krefin Hausa, Jigawa. He said, "Good morning, our able presenters. Good morning, Trust family, and good morning, Nigerians. The massive recruitment of security personnel is a brilliant idea and a welcome development because there will be a reduction of unemployment, and it is an avenue to tackle poverty and insecurity as well. But the recruitment alone could not solve insecurity challenge if the personnel are not faithful, patriotic, and has the passion and zeal to work well. The government should look at the recruitment exercise. If they did not receive proper, adequate, and professional training, then there will be a problem. Also, if their welfare is not good enough, here also come another setback. If the personnel do not get good and modernized equipment to defend or fight, so the solution to insecurity is still in danger. Let the government do the needful for the love of God. May Allah continue to help us and come to our aid."
We'll have another one here from Sharif Mohammed, still from Jigawa State, and he says, "Good morning. In the context of massive recruitment, we need to ask a deeper question. Will numbers fix a system that many citizens already feel is unfair? Insecurity doesn't grow in a vacuum. It grows where people feel cheated. When the public sees politicians looting public funds, earning excessive allowances, and living far above the average citizen, while millions survive on wages that can barely cover basic needs, resentment builds. People compare what leaders earn to what workers earn, and the gap sends a powerful message. Recruiting more police without addressing fairness, accountability, and equal access to opportunity risk tearing the system, not the cause. Rather, treating the symptom and not the cause. Real security comes when citizens believe the system is just, rewards are earned, and leadership reflects sacrifice, not excess." Now he says, without that trust, even a larger police force will struggle to keep the peace.
And that's it. Let's pick one more message from Nandi Bete from Ogoja. Says, "Good morning, Trust TV. Massive recruitment without a genuine sense of purpose will not bring a solution to insecurity." Thank you, Nandi Bete. Sadly, we cannot pick more messages because time is no longer by our side. And this brings us to the end of the phone interaction segment. Let's take a quick break, and when we return, we're going to dive right into our discussion segment. I will be talking about the girl child education. Do stay with us.